Greetings, this is Smo Love True. It is Saturday, November 28th, 2020, and it is 8:42 a.m. I hope everybody had enjoyed family time or with friends for the Thanksgiving celebrations this past Thursday. I didn't participate in the Black Friday frenzy, but I think COVID sort of squashed that for everybody. Anyway, hopefully my audio is coming through okay. I wanted to share a couple of updates. I've been getting some questions and felt compelled to address them as best I could with this audio update. So I'm going to share, let's see. Let's do this one here, share. So it's actually not this one. Let's go. Here we go. And I'll just make this a little bigger here. Oops. Here we go. So essentially, this public recording has a lot to do with this particular trust. And it was necessary for anybody who had the inclination to capture this trust. And so, let's see, this SDK by trust is something that we've all been under dark capture for. So what is it about? It really relates to this particular piece of Congress, House Joint Resolution 192. Now, the interesting thing about my looking this up is it's actually found, it seems to have just been made available. A lot of times other people have gone to the Library of Congress and downloaded it or made copies and then made it available on their website. So it is found throughout the internet. And at the same time, I just felt like it's important to identify at this point in time, it is now available on the www.loc.gov/law, and then it has /help/law/74/73rd Congress session. And I will put a link in the video description regarding this. Essentially, the joint resolution was passed, was actually introduced on March 9th, 1933, and 3 months later, less than 3 months later, it was passed by a joint resolution that is both parties, left and right wing, on June 5th, 1933. And I'm just going to read this for the public record here. Just going to move this aside, okay. Joint resolution to assure uniform value to the coins and currencies of the United States, whereas the holding of or dealing in gold affect the public interest and are therefore subject to proper regulation and restriction. And whereas the existing emergency has disclosed that provisions of obligations which purport to give the obligee a right to require payment in gold or a particular kind of coin or currency of the United States, and in an amount in money of the United States measured thereby, obstruct the power of the Congress to regulate the value of the money of the United States and are inconsistent with the declared policy of the Congress to maintain at all times the equal power of every dollar, coin, or issued by the United States in the markets and in the payment of debts. Now, therefore, to be, scroll down here, let's see. Go to the next page here. Let's see. Okay. Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress Assembly, that A, every provision contained in or made with respect to any obligation which purports to give the obligee a right to require payment in gold or a particular kind of coin or currency or in any amount in money of the United States measured thereby is declared to be against public policy, and no such provision shall be contained in or made with respect to any obligation hereafter incurred. Let me just take one moment here. Incurred. Every obligation heretofore and hereafter incurred, whether or not any such provision is contained therein, or made with respect thereto, shall be discharged upon payment, dollar for dollar, in any coin or currency, which at the time of payment is legal tender for public and private debts. Any such provision contained in any law authorizing obligations to be issued by and under authority of the United States is hereby repealed, but the repeal of any such provision shall not invalidate any other provision or authority contained in such law. Let's get to scroll down a bit here. Where? Oh, there we go. Gotta find my little cursor here. B. As used in this resolution, the term obligation means an obligation including every obligation of and to the United States accepting currency, payable in money of the United States, and the term coin or currency means coin or currency of the United States, including Federal Reserve notes and circulating notes of Federal Reserve banks and national banking associations. Section 2. The last sentence in paragraph 1 of subsection B of section 43 of the Act, entitled An Act to Relieve the Existing National Economic Emergency by Increasing Agricultural Purchasing Power to Raise Revenue for Extraordinary Expenses Incurred by Reason of Such Emergency, to provide emergency relief with respect to agricultural indebtedness, to provide for the orderly liquidation of joint stock land banks, and for other purposes approved May 12, 1933, is amended to read as follows. All coins and currencies of the United States, including Federal Reserve notes and circulating notes of Federal Reserve banks and national banking associations, heretofore and hereafter coined or issued, shall be legal tender for all debts, public and private, public charges, taxes, duties, and dues, except that gold coins, when below the standard weight and limit of tolerance provided by law for a single piece, shall be legal tender only at valuation in proportion to their actual weight. Approved June 5th, 1933, 4:40 p.m. Just going to stop share here. do a little pause.